First became interested in bees when I was doing a film for National Geographic about bees, and it was so fascinating, all the details of how a bee lives and the bee biology and how they make honey. It's not like any other animal I know. It was just the fascination with how they live and what they are. I was really happy to find Montgomery County Beekeepers Association, because having other beekeepers nearby is really beneficial. And we have monthly meetings, and every meeting I go to, I learn things. But I really appreciated being able to talk to longtime beekeepers from this area, because beekeeping differs depending on what area you are.
There's several hives at the Franciscan Monastery in downtown DC, which I've been helping take care of. I have some bees in my backyard in Bethesda. We're kind of DC, Montgomery County. That area is really almost urban beekeeping. Parts of Montgomery County are very rural, parts are very urban. Urban beekeeping, there's more forage that is varied, so the bees are going to have less trouble finding food. Bees like a variety of sources. In urban areas, you have many different pollen sources, many different nectar sources.
Looking into a beehive and moving around in a beehive and picking up the boxes and pulling out the frames and just looking at the bees there, it's really kind of a surreal experience that I had not been exposed to it. And then as soon as that exposure happened, I was like, this is what I want to do.
Most of the beekeepers feel like it's our job to educate the public. When I tell people I'm a beekeeper, their ears pick up and they have a million questions about bees and how bees live and what they do. That's pretty much how I see myself influencing the community, is the outreach and education.
The bees have taught me a lot about how society could be. Bees are extraordinarily selfless. What's important is everything that happens inside the hive is for the good of the hive.
I would recommend that anyone interested in becoming a beekeeper first take a beekeeping course. And the first thing you'll see is there's a lot to learn.
When you're beekeeping, it's really important to stay calm. Whenever you have to make a decision, because there's a lot of decision making that needs to happen. Like when you're in there and they don't have a queen, you need to put in eggs from a new colony, or they just don't look right, they have some kind of disease, and you have to think, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? It's really important to just kind of keep a level head. I think that kind of decision making is very applicable to other aspects of life.
Every time I think I've learned everything about one specific thing about bees that there's a whole new arena. I've sat in and helped with a couple of beginner classes this year. Every single beginner class I sit in, I learn something new. Every time I read the book, I learn something that I missed. I mean, it really is lifelong learning.
The Montgomery County Beekeeper Association has hundreds of members dedicated to beekeeping. These individuals have impacted the local culture by making urban beekeeping easy to attain. The Montgomery County Beekeepers have formed their own colony where they gather to support each other, learn, and share resources.